Hello, Geminis. This is Rose Bruce of the Budding Intuitive. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. I am a little late on your reading. I apologize. I did have a two-day workshop this past weekend, so I couldn't do any readings over the weekend. It's just you and Cancer left. Yay! But the energy of this Lionsgate portal doesn't dissipate till the 12th. So there's still a lot of energy hanging around. My headache says so. Monday was a very exhausting day. I don't know how you felt on Monday, Gemini, but I really felt that portal energy strongly, meaning it was quite a day, quite a day. If you have any comments about how you felt the day after the portal, please feel free to comment below. And if you do, you'll be entered into a drawing to win a free reading. So win-win, right? I win because I get to hear what happened to you the day after the portal, and you might possibly win a reading. So win-win. If you need more information around what the Lionsgate portal means, there's information down below in the description box. If you need more, let me know. I'll send you more. I don't want to spend a lot of time talking about it, other than that it is an auspicious time to set really clear intentions around how you want to manifest abundance and prosperity in your life. And you know that abundance is not just money, it's contentment, happiness in life in all ways. Where do you want to live? Who do you want to live with? Who do you want to be in a relationship with? Who do you want your friends to be? What is your career path? What is your spiritual journey? What does all that look like? Write that down in your journal. If you don't have a journal, just take a piece of paper and a pen and start writing down a manifesto of how you would like to feel right now. And then feel that right now. Again, Manifesting 101, I am going to be offering more information around manifesting. If you want to know more about manifestation, let me know. It's below in the comments. I only want to offer what people are looking for. I don't want to waste anybody's time. So, and let's see, what am I forgetting to tell you? I don't know. It's taking a moment to get these cards shuffled. These archetype cards are how I begin the reading. These portal readings, they show what archetypes are showing up in your life right now in this Lionsgate portal energy, and then they have had some fascinating reads over the past week with these cards and around this energy. So, okay, we are ready to go. We are going to cut the cards. I choose 3 cards. And they're wanting me to keep getting guidance too. And my guidance is, if you're curious, I feel my guidance, I don't hear my guidance. So occasionally words will rise up within me. It's kind of like hearing and feeling it at the same time. It's hard to describe. So I just go with the feeling of what I'm being guided to do, and I'm being guided to pick from the bottom of the deck today. I'm just contemplating this last card. Hang on, I usually only take 3. No, I'm only going to take 3 because I want to keep these readings have been anywhere from 40 to 40 minutes to an hour long. So you deserve to get what everybody else got. So it's going to be a nice in-depth reading for you. All right, let's see what we got here, Gemini. We got addict. Don't be alarmed, right? Doesn't mean you're an addict. You might have some addictive behaviors, but that doesn't mean you're an addict. But it could mean it could be both ways. You've got Avenger and you've got Father. Archetypes are models of behavior, or maybe behavior's not the right word. Models of, it's like a template of, so some of the most classic templates or archetypes are mother, father, child. So there are lots of fathers in the world, right? You may show up as a father archetype, and you might be a female, but your energy might be one of being supportive, like you're a guiding light, and you've got like almost like a guru feel to you, that kind of thing. Because male or female, we embody both male and female attributes, right? So even if you're female, you can still show up as a father archetype. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. I am trying to find the best way to describe archetypes. Easy to do a little investigation. I've, in the description, put 2 books by Carolyn Myss, who created these archetype cards. She's amazing in every way. She's also she's a profound energetic healer of the chakra system. Been around a long time and has a lot of knowledge and wisdom. So if you want to look at those books, they're in the description below. So here, let's get into your reading. I'm babbling. I tend to start babbling, so don't let me do that. All right. So addict so let's look at them individually and then look at them as a whole message together. So light attribute for an addict helps you recognize and confront addictive behavior. So right off the bat, I think you are confronting some addictive behavior, Geminis, right? Pretty cut and dry. If you are in your shadow attribute, you are compromises integrity and honesty, allow an addictive pattern to have authority over your inner spirit. So you'll know whether you're in your light or your shadow, and I think the reading will kind of guide us as we clarify with the tarot reading afterwards. You have the Avenger. The light attributes are desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. So very much, who would that be? Would that be the Page of Swords, the Queen? So it's got a very Libra-esque kind of harmony, balancing the scales of justice feel to it, right? It even says balance the scales of justice. So you might have some Libra attributes in your chart. Righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. Yes. I think is it the Page of Swords that I'm thinking of? I think it's the Page of Swords I'm thinking of, or the Queen. It could be the Page and the Queen that I'm thinking of. Shadow attribute, resorting to violence in the name of a cause. So we've seen that in society, right? I think you may be even looking at that societal angst and anger and frustration, and you may be trying to what's the word I'm looking for? Not assimilate, but trying to, just again, balance out your feelings around what you're seeing going on in the world, because we got a map here, right? You're trying to, there's almost a feel of also not just balancing the scales, but also of reconciling maybe your own internal angers that are showing up, Gemini. It's very interesting. Okay, let's put her down, him or her down. Then we got father attribute. So the light attributes of the father archetype are talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light within a tribal unit. So one of the things I wanted to say about archetypes is, so someone could have a mother archetype but not actually be a mother, not a mother to children that she's had. She might be a mother in some other way. She may be mothering to her friends. She might be mothering to her parents. She might be mothering to, animals. I think you get the idea, right? So it doesn't mean you're a father per se. You might be, but it doesn't mean you're a father. It also doesn't mean you're a masculine. Your shadow attributes, oh, there I go with that slurring again. That happened in one of my other readings early last week. Dictatorial control, abuse of authority. So possibly the Emperor card in reverse kind of feel to it. Okay, let's take a look at these as a whole. What do we got here? What's happening? So Gemini, the overarching message may be you facing addictive behaviors. Now, what are addictive behaviors? That can be everything from eating disorders, alcoholism, drugs, addicted to negative self-talk. I mean, there's a lot of things you can be addicted to. sugar, people, addictive behavior. It's you bringing you something. So for me, being an addict myself to some degree, and mine is around food, addicted to eating a certain way to feel emotionally soothed. I feel like addiction is usually a behavior we engage in so that we can escape from whatever truisms we don't want to face, whatever repressed pain, whatever repressed trauma, any kind of repressed emotions. This is the red card, meaning root chakra. The base chakra, which is around feeling secure at your base, secure. So maybe some things happened in childhood that, and most of the times, quite honestly, our addictive behaviors, our negative behavioral patterns show up later in life, but they were developed around childhood issues. Maybe you were abused sexually or just physically or mentally or all of the above. So it's a wide gamut of things that this could be, but you're trying to balance this out. You're fighting for the justice of it, the fairness of it. You want to balance the scales. It feels very unfair, right, that you're now dealing with these behaviors, and I get it. I've felt that way myself. You want to balance the scales between your addictive behaviors and your possibly your control issues. Possibly your control issues. It seems to me you may even have some type of leadership qualities here that you want to tap into, but before you can really step into your leadership, there needs to be some reconciliations reconciling with these addictive behaviors, facing them, contemplating them, maybe even doing the shadow work, the inner child healing, wounding work. So yeah, let's see what else we get here. I think we're starting to form a message. I meant to say this when I was shuffling your cards, but I do meditate right before the reading, Geminis, and what came up for me, I don't know how it relates to this message, and maybe it won't, but let's just throw it out on the table for future contemplation. I usually turn my hands upright and for the receiving of any wisdom for your reading, and I kept feeling like you had things like pebbles or gems or something like roundish in your palms. You're holding something. Your hands are like mine, they're like upright. So whether there's actually something in your hands or if you're just feeling a sensation in your hands. So this father archetype, so I feel like you're a guide of some kind. So this may have something to do with your special powers. We all have special powers, right? Are you a Reiki healer, perhaps? Maybe. We'll find out. Let's see what we got here. Let me zoom out just a little bit, and hopefully you won't see all the junk that's out here. We use my little old office thing that I used to put, I don't know what I put in here, like notes about what I needed to do that day. So we got Addict, Avenger, and more information around these three archetypes might show up as we read. But let's see what happens. Come on. Trying to get it to do what I want, but it often doesn't do what I want it to do. Okay. All right, let's do this. Let's get some cards. Which cards are we going to use today? My hands went right to the pink. So let's go to Myss Souls on Fire cards. Mary Jo Cranmore of Soulful Evolution created these cards with an artist. They're beautiful. They're very cartoony, but they're gorgeous. I love them, and she's my guru, one of my favorite gurus out there. So she taught me a lot. All right, so let's get some information, Geminis, about your situation, in where you're at in this Lionsgate energy, what's going on with you, and how you can harness this energy to move forward with. Maybe possibly this, really beginning to deal with the addictive behaviors that are showing up in your life, because you are trying to balance them out here, trying to alchemize. You're trying to transmute from being an addict into being someone who heals others. I'm seeing that father more as like a healer, quite honestly. That's what the energy that I'm picking up from it. I'm trying to get it so you can see it better. Yeah. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. The bottom of the deck. We got the bottom of the deck. Your overarching energy, it came up in reverse, is the Tower, my loves. Yeah, that is the overarching energy of the whole reading. So we're gonna go here for you, your current situation here at the center. I want to make sure you can see these. What do we got here? We got your situation. We got blocks. I'm doing a different layout today. I'm really wanting to experiment with different layouts and see what's more, gives us more information that we want. I'm sorry, I'm going to turn this off so I can adjust it. Okay, Gemini, I'm done juggling stuff around. Actions for you to take and what you don't know over here. Okay. And then we'll pull some cards around how will it unfold for you here in a moment. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the Lovers, I believe. We got the Lovers in reverse. The Lovers in reverse. Gemini showing up, right? Gemini card. Is it not? Yeah? The Lovers. The Lovers. The Lovers. Oh yeah. Lovers is Gemini. You are showing up here, my love. Mr. Lover Lover. If you're my age, you know what that song is. I don't think I'm going to sing it for you, though. That would be painful. All right, let's see what we got here. The underneath and overarching energy of the reading is the Tower. If you are familiar with the Tower, let's turn it in the upright. It's about a sudden and spirit-driven change in your life. Notice how these two people are jumping out of a burning building. So this is, as I look at her watching, this is interesting. So sudden can be shocking change in your life. An example of something shocking could be like you get fired from a job, or someone suddenly, your relationship ends, your significant other says, you know what, I want a divorce. And you're blindsided kind of thing. So it's sudden change. I'm not saying it's those things in particular, but because it could be any type of sudden change in your life. But it's the kind of change that universe brings into, and this is the universe, this is a major arcana. So the universe is more than nudging you out of the window here. They're like, it's time for you to make this change, and you've been dragging your feet for too long. And in order for you to grow, I'm going to insert some change into your life. So with this Tower being reversed, it could be you're resisting, like I just said. You might be in denial of some kind. You may be resisting this change. Why so resistant? Is this around the addiction? Are you resisting some healthy choices, or making bad choices over healthy choices kind of thing? I know you're trying to balance it out, but there's this is just saying resistance. So there's a possible wake-up call coming, okay? So you are showing up as the Nine of Wands. You are looking, okay, this is just echoing the same message we got up above. You are looking at your behavioral patterns here in the Nine of Wands in reverse. To me, this card is saying you are seeing how what you're seeing is how these behaviors are keeping you trapped, keeping you stuck in life. Okay, so yeah, definitely confirming that you are looking at what's holding you back. Your current situation, you are the star in reverse. Several major arcana showing up here already. So, powerful time for you. So what's interesting is you got in your, what's the overarching energy, you got the Tower, which is the 16 card. And then you got your current situation showing up as the star, the number 17 major arcana card. Now that breaks down into an 8. In numerology, the 8s are about expansion and abundance and prosperity and creating the life you want. So you are feeling as though there's a feeling of not getting what you want, getting what you desire here, because this is your card. This is the card of, this is an Aquarius card, but this is the card of, and you might have Aquarius in your chart too, you never know. Wishing on a star in the upright, wishing on the star, connecting with spirit, manifesting the life you really want to have, which is what this Lionsgate is about. But you're feeling like you're, again, another card of being stuck, like the wishes aren't being fulfilled. Maybe a slight loss of faith that you can make it through this moving through these addictive behaviors and trying to overcome. Maybe missed opportunities, disappointment, maybe even a little, maybe your hope has been diminished in some way. So some hopelessness possibly showing up as your situation, as your current situation. I'm sorry that you're feeling that way, because these 3 cards right here, I can feel the heaviness of how you're feeling. Your situation seems to be one of choice, choosing to stay, right? You can juggle. So you're stuck in indecision. You're not making the choice. But why? Why, Gemini? So there's this. So this is mirroring this card, possibly feeling really out of balance in this. So the 2 of Pentacles in reverse is just echoing that out of balance feeling. Possibly you need a moment to meditate on you know what, this is telling me that you probably need to give yourself a little self-love, right? You're really at a crossroads. Being a little resistant to making the changes. Again, the resistance is showing up. Yeah, being out of balance. Classic card of being out of balance, Geminis. So let's see. Let's move down here and see what we got. Your blocks in this situation are another major arcana showing up underneath. The Temperance card in reverse. So in the upright, Temperance is about patience. Again, another card of balance, tempering 2 things. Trying to turn water into wine. Also, there's a connection to spirit here. So again, in this card, what's being, it's like they're repeating this message over and over again about how out of balance you feel. Extreme disharmony and a need to practice moderation in some aspect of your life. And that speaks to, so moderation is usually comes into play when you're trying to moderate those addictive behaviors, right? And this is also a card of impatience. Temperance is, I believe, is that Sagittarius? Let me see here. Yeah, Temperance is the Sag card. So Sag is showing up in your reading. That doesn't really mean anything for me right now, unless we move into the reading and we get into getting other cards around kings and queens and such. So again, another card of imbalance. So that's your block. And right next to, gosh, so many major arcana. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. You got the Chariot in reverse. All these cards of being stuck, imbalanced, impatient, wanting to move forward though. You're wanting to move into victory, but you don't feel like you can. And I think it's because you're having to do the work of looking at the addictive behaviors in your life. And that's a process. And that's why patience is showing up, because that's not work that you can do quickly. Inner child wounding and healing from that is some arduous work, I'm not gonna lie. Actions for you to take. 3 of Pentacles and another major arcana in reverse. So it's suggesting here that you reach out and work with someone. This could be a spiritual guide. This could be someone from your church. This could be someone from a group of some kind that you're in. Someone you look up to, that you trust. Working together to gain in some enlightenment. This is in the reverse, so it's saying that doing this, reaching out for help, is going to bring you some enlightenment. So I feel like you're being guided to reach out for some help to someone you trust. And what you don't know? What's showing up in what you don't know is the King of Wands and the Queen of Cups. So we got a pair here. What's going on here? What you don't know? I'd have to get some more info on this, because this could be you and someone else. Or this could just be the energy of you. You're a passionate leader. King of Wands is connecting, I think, to the King of Wands over here. So you're showing up as the King of Wands, and I think it's connected to this Father card. I think this is your energy. You're trying to be honorable. You're trying to take action. You're trying to gain courage. Look, there's the Leo. So the King of Wands, it can be a Leo or a Cancer. See the little... So... So those little lizards, what are those called? Geckos? Whatever they are, they can withstand the fire, the heat of the whatever it is you're going through. And you're gaining more and more courage the more you face these demons, these behaviors. There is a need so what's unknown is you do have the strength and self-love. Your self-love is of the utmost importance. And you may not be someone who looks in the mirror and says, I love myself, or looks yourself in the eyes and says, I love you to yourself. So there's some self-love practices that have to go along with all this other work you're doing, and I get it. There's a lot to it. But self-love is at the heart of addressing your addictive behaviors. Self-love is at the heart of healing your inner child wounds. Self-love is at the heart of changing the way you see life. This is the way you feel bound by all of this stuff, right? This painful stuff. All right, let's get some more information here. How will the situation being you're healing. So I don't think I said the Star card is the classic card of healing, rebirth, a fresh start. You don't feel like you're getting that. But these cards over here say you are strong enough. You just need to love yourself strongly. Love yourself fiercely, like a lion. Love yourself fiercely. Fiercely. Okay? So I want to know, how will your situation of healing, how will it unfold? How will it unfold for you? Okay. Do we have another major arcana? We do, and it came up and it fell over here on these cards, so I think I want to leave it over here because I think it's part of the message. It's asking you, so there is self-judgment here. You're judging yourself, but you're also being asked to look up, and Spirit is there to help you. See the Trinity? Also mirroring, mind, body, spirit, reaching out to a higher source of wisdom. So you, your higher self, and spirit, God source, whatever you look to for your highest guidance. So you are having a spiritual awakening, essentially. So if it's not familiar to you, that's what you're going through right now. That's what's called a spiritual awakening. And guess what? That spiritual awakening journey can begin in a sudden and shocking way, right? And you don't know which way is up sometimes, right? But you're in it. You're having a spiritual awakening. Yeah, that's what's unknown. So in your subconscious, all of this is known to you. You're just not consciously seeing it. Well, Spirit is telling you right now that you've got what it takes to love yourself, and they're with you. All right, so how is this going to unfold? I know I got sidetracked there, but it didn't feel like how it's going to unfold, but maybe it is how it's going to unfold. Page of Wands in reverse. Let's get 3 more cards here for how it is going to unfold. That is a card of needing to harness your energy, to harness your powers, whatever your magic powers are, because you've got some. I think it might be Reiki, it might be something other than Reiki, but there's something with your hands showing up. This wanted to come out and I didn't take it. The 6 of Swords, classic card of leaving those things behind that no longer serve you, right? All those behaviors, you're in this boat being led by Spirit away. Okay, I wanted 2 more cards, so let's see what we got here. This came in a little sideways. So in order to get your 9 of Cups wish fulfillment, your hands again at your belly, maybe Reikiing your belly. You might have some stomach issues around. So you may be having anxiety around that shows up in the belly, like pain in the stomach, heartburn, gas, bloating, that kind of stuff may be showing up in your digestive region. That's your solar plexus. You know what? I want to check something really quick, so bear with me. Yeah, very much. See, his shirt is yellow. That aligns with the color of the solar plexus. So that might be happening for you. You might be feeling some type of discomfort or disharmony in the belly, maybe even up into the throat. 8 of Swords is your card of imprisonment, self-imprisonment with mental thoughts. So how is this going to unfold was the question. This is saying you don't think you can get there. In your mind, this is all in your mind. Swords are about thoughts. In your mind, you think you are bound and surrounded by swords and blindfolded, but in reality, you are not. That's an illusion. Your thoughts, your mindset are keeping you from your wish fulfillment. So you're being asked over here, right? Page of Wands in reverse, to harness your creativity, your passion, to harness your energy. Page of Wands. Page of Wands, what is Page of Wands? Page is the Earth of Fire. Yeah. Okay. So you're asked to harness your energy to walk away from those behaviors that don't serve you. You know what the behaviors are. And it's just going to take a little mindset work. It's going to take some And we're going to pull some mindset cards here in a second to guide you on what mindsets are most important for you to work with. I can't stress enough how, so those mindsets are the same. They're also developed early in childhood usually and throughout life. But mindsets are believing things that people have said to you that aren't true, that aren't really true. Like you're never gonna make anything of yourself, or you're ugly, or you're stupid, or any kind of awful negative. I think things that parents even say that seem benign can show up as mindset issues later on in life. I wish I had a good example, but I don't right now. I think you'll know. I think you'll know the things that have stung you when you were growing up. Those things that stung you but you never really talked about, those are the things that are showing up now. Okay. Let me pull some mindset cards. I also want to pull some guidance from Archangel Metatron. Let me do that first. Archangel Metatron will give us some awesome guidance on how to move forward. Gemini. You are, even if it's not conscious yet, I think you're beginning to realize that there's something special going on here with you. That this inner work you're doing is profound and powerful. Challenging, yes, but necessary to take yourself to the next level, to become that guru, that father figure, that someone who helps support people in really foundationally secure and safe ways. And one other thing I didn't read when I was reading these is, so you can get several messages out of those cards up there. Can you even see them? Yeah, I hope so. So we can look at this in another way. You may feel as though a father figure is the reason that you have addictive behaviors, and you're trying to reconcile the two. So that's another path that might be, or another way you may look at that message. So we got, oh goodness, yes. So when so what is the path to self-love but looking for the true you underneath all the masks? This is a 46 card. In numerology, we add the 6 and the 4 together and get 10. You are ending a cycle. This is a cycle. If you are at an age that ends in, is an increment of 9, so it's, say if you're 18, 27, 36, what is that? 45, 54, 63, 72. I think I got the numbers right, but increments of 9 in age, you are really ending a cycle if you're one of those ages. You are, didn't I say this at the beginning of the reading? I did. I said this at the beginning of the reading. I said, can you look at yourself in the eyes and tell yourself you love yourself? I think that came up when I was looking at this card. I'm not sure. The Queen of Cups in reverse. A need for self-love. There needs to be an unmasking and a truth-telling to yourself. Who are you? That's what it says. Who are you? And look how she's looking directly at you. I think this card is very powerful. And the message is really clear for me. I hope it is for you. Authenticity is literally just unmasking. So little by little, you face each and every behavioral pattern. You face each and every limiting belief. And all the while giving yourself the nourishment you need, not judging yourself. There's the judgment. Did we get the judgment card? Yes. So all the while we're trying not to judge ourselves, because it's not healthy to judge. What's healthy is, you know what? I know you've been doing some bad things that aren't good for you, but I'm going to take this day by day. I'm going to have the patience, and I'm going to reconcile this within myself. I'm going to heal this, and then I'm going to help others heal. All right, anything else, Archangel Metatron? Okay, yep, of course. Doesn't surprise me. You got the inner child, hear and know me. This is about, like we talked about earlier, healing those inner child wounds. A lot of this going on right now. This is a 9 card. Notice I just said the 9s are very important. You may be in a 9 cycle right now, depending on what age you are. This is about forgiving, loving, nourishing your inner child. This is about looking at your child, your inner child, and telling them that they are an amazing human being. They weren't born to be unhappy, to suffer. They were born for true happiness, true self-love. So you're loving yourself here by healing your inner child wounding. So whatever that was for you, and we talked about what those wounds might be, and there are many out there. I just skimmed the surface, right? And this confirms exactly what I thought this Father card was saying earlier, Gemini. You're a beacon. This is a 44 card. That is a master number. That is, so look up master numbers. That's a powerful number. It says shine on. You're a beacon. People will be looking to you to help them heal. After you've done all this healing, people will be looking to you. And I think that's why the Father card is showing up too. Again, it doesn't mean you're a man, right? You're just some type of really stalwart and strong, but it could be. You could be a man, right? I hope men are watching this, but it tends to be mostly women. But that's okay. I'm hoping to attract men, because there are men out there who can really use inner child wounding work. Oh, yeah. I love these mindset cards. So let me see. They usually come out in 3s. I got 1 so far. Let's see if any more want to come out. Sometimes the 1 is all you need, because it completely puts an exclamation point on everything we've been talking about in the reading. So let's see what we got here. Oh gosh, you're seeing things in this video I don't want you to see. But it's okay. We'll be all right. Just getting a glimpse into my little home here. Oops, what we got? All right, anything else? Let's see. These 2 will do, right? One more shuffle. If I don't get another one right now, we've gotten what we're going to get. So let's see here. Couldn't be any more perfect. They always are. Where can I ask for more help in my life? Now, earlier we talked about actions that you should take would be to reach out for help, right? So it's mirroring, echoing the message we got earlier, which is usually what these mindset cards do. They just reconfirm what we've already talked about. Until we can receive with an open heart, we're never really giving with an open heart. When we attach judgment to receiving help, we knowingly or unknowingly attach judgment to giving help. Brene Brown she's so wise. Today, but so down to earth. I love her. Today's soul action. Today, ask someone for help and receive it with an open heart. I ask for what I want and I open to receiving it. That's your mantra for the day. So perfect. Yeah, definitely that message came out in your action, in the action part of this reading. So here we go. Let's put it where it belongs, right there. And how can I be more flexible right now? So I think, and inflexibility to me speaks to resistance, and there was a lot of resistance at the crown of your reading, right? A lot of resistance. So let's see. What are you trying to control? Maybe, and didn't we, and then, okay, that shows up. The control thing showed up. Where was it? I know in the Father card, dictatorial control. So I think the control is showing up for sure. What are you trying to control? Maybe it's time to let go, let love move through you today, and trust the outcome will be for your highest good. Remind yourself all day long that you are safe, that life is happening for you, and that you are not alone. Then do some yoga. I'm all for that. I'm a yoga teacher. So those are your 2 mindset cards, Gemini. I think this was a little less convoluted than some of my past 2 readings, and I'm glad I think it was very clear what's going on in your life. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I will respond. Maybe it won't be instantly, but I will respond hopefully within the next 24 to 48 hours. Thank you for being here. Have a great day.